It's time for the LA Sentinel Community Insider, our weekly partnership with the Los Angeles Sentinel, and correspondent Niele Anderson joining us in studio with more. Welcome.
Thanks for having us back.
Well, we all learned the sad news of the passing of Clarence Avant, and you all are doing a special tribute to him this week.
Right, yeah, the paper is exciting, and we're doing a commemorative edition for Clarence Avant. We're talking about his life, his legacy, and also highlighting his philanthropic endeavors and his contributions to civil rights in the Black community. We have a collage of pictures that tell his story, and we have quotes from the Obamas, Vice President Kamala Harris. We have Kathy Hughes, Berry Gordy, and Skip Cooper, Mr. Bakewell, Danny Bakewell Sr., because he not only was a giant in the music industry, but he was a giant to the Black community.
Absolutely.
And, you know, they're saying The Godfather.
Yes.
You kind of think of the movie.
Yes.
But when you look at hip-hop artists and people like L.A. Reid and Snoop Dogg, you realize that he literally was the godfather to a lot of Black men in the music industry.
And had a special bond with the Bakewells.
He did. He actually sat on the board of the Brotherhood Crusade at one time. And he just did a lot, like Skip Cooper and the Black Business Association. And there were a lot of things that he contributed to that a lot of people don't know about. And you can find that in this week's LA Sentinel.
Okay, and of course we've been covering the writer's strike since it began, but you all are looking at the Black writers that are on the picket lines.
Correct. You know, there's so many layers to this story, right? We know that it has to do with their striking because of AI and how it's beginning to, saying they're taking jobs, and then we're talking about residuals. Black writers are saying that this is putting them further behind. And we also spoke to one of the professors over at UCLA. He's in the story this week. His name is Dr. Darnell Hunt, and he did the diversity in Hollywood report.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, this report has identified that this pushes DEI, diversity inclusion, further back.
Oh.
And so we know that in 2020, when George Floyd died, a lot of companies said that they were going to invest in DEI.
Yes.
And so Black writers, we have Black writers a part of the story, and they're talking about how this really is impacting them even heavier than just the writers at large.
Perfect. And before we let you go, tell us about this LAUSD Student Achievement Plan that you all are working on.
So we had a conversation with the coach over at Dorsey High School. He's also an educator. His name is Irvin Davis, and he's talking about the Black Achievement Plan. And as we look at the nation at large, especially down south, we see where they're trying to say that Black history isn't a part of American history. And in some states, they're trying to rewrite it. And so this is why educators are so important, and we have this Black educator that we're speaking with of how he's using his platform to uplift Black history, to make sure that our students know about it, and that there is no American history without Black history.
Absolutely. All right, Niele, thank you so much. Certainly appreciate you taking time to hang out with us each week. For all the information on these stories and so much more, check out this week's edition of the Los Angeles Sentinel. Scan the QR code on your screen for all of the details. All right.